Hello guys, today we are going to learn Seth Raphael's trick from Penn and Teller, that book test where he had Allison bring any 3 books from home. Now only 1 book is chosen for the trick. The magician then tells Allison to think of any 2 words in that book. She does it, nobody knows what those 2 words are, and now the magician removes from his pocket a paper that he leaves on the table and some cards to ask her some questions that don't relate to the trick at all. So he asks her, do you prefer green or blue? Do you prefer 1 or 2? And by these questions, he can tell the exactly first word that she's thinking of. But the best part of the trick is that in the paper that he left on the table is written the second word that Allison is thinking of, without any electronics in his hands, and Allison brought any 3 books she wanted. So this is what makes this trick so incredible, and I'm going to teach you how this trick is done. Let's go to the tutorial. Okay, so let's start by the first fact of this trick. Allison brought 3 books from home, and that's 100% true. She could have chosen any 3 books and the magician didn't control her choice. So Allison shows the books, and this has a reason. The magician asked her to show the names of the books, so she did it, and the magician chose one of the books. That's because he had to choose the most famous book. I'm going to explain you why later. Now, the second fact is that the magician didn't have any electronics in his hands, like a cell phone or something like that, because the cards were too short, and I don't think that is the trick. Another thing that we can see is that nobody can hide under those tables because they are too short, and that cannot be the secret at all. So what the magician does is, he had Allison show him the books, he chose the most famous book that was Wonder, and he told her to think of any 2 big words in that book. So let me explain you. If we choose any 2 big words in this book, it is something that we don't find in every page, so it is easier for us to find these 2 words. So let me show you. This word, it has 7 letters in the first word and 6 letters in the second word. By saying this, Allison gives him another clue. So he knows that it is 2 big words, and he knows that the first one has 7 letters and the second one 6 letters. So it is easier for him to find her words in the books. Now the thing is, the magician had someone behind the stage. This person has a software that he could download the book she chose in the trick. So by using his software, the person behind the stage knows that he has to download the book Wonder, and he has to find 2 words together that has 7 letters in the first one and 6 letters in the second one. So it is easier. He finds about 3 combinations in this book, and to tell what one Allison chose, he had to find out what the first word was. So the person behind the stage tells Seth Raphael to ask her if the word is D. So by doing this, he can find out the word she's thinking of, because she gave them so much details. So now the person behind the stage knows that the first letter of the word is D. He can tell Seth Raphael the exactly 2 words she's thinking of. Now how could Seth Raphael have written the words before the trick began in that card? Let me show you this part of the trick. He takes the notebook, and by taking the notebook, he also takes the note that is on the table. So he takes everything and bring like here. So his notebook is bigger, and while he is writing the word, he also writes the other word here. So he writes something here, and then you can see that he writes something on the top of the notebook. So he had a special pen, those that you can change the color of the thing you have to write here. After writing this word, he writes the other one here on the top, and he leaves everything on the table. Now, when he picks this one, he shows the word, and the card is left here on the table, like it is here since the beginning of the trick. So these are all the things I found out about this trick. I hope you liked it. If you have anything to add, Please let in the comments, and thank you so much for watching my video. I see you on the next trick.